How many people have you taught over the years?
I think it's a few 100,000 people. We always talk about yin-yang, negative, positive. Hate, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Angry, you don't have to do anything. Like weeds, they grow everywhere.
Okay, they grow.
They grow faster than flower. You just have to keep the good energy grow and balancing with the negative. So now when we find a balance, that is the key. So now the very simple, you smile to the heart. The smile inside is the number one most important practice in the Tao. Inhale. Exhale. People have to start to turn more inwardly now. Now the brain is so busy outside, that's why we are so sick here. The inner smile put the people right back into their body first. Qi actually are very simple, it's life force. Our soul and spirit is energy, it's intelligent energy. And the whole universe is covered with energy. So if you work with energy, you're never wrong. And that is, I stick with it.
This week on the show, we have Master Mantak Chia, who is a 73-year-old spiritual healer, Chinese, born to Thai parents. He spent his whole life talking about energy, Qigong, and how we can maximize it. He's also the author of two extremely famous books. One is The Multi-Orgasm Man and The Multi-Orgasm Woman. Trust me, Master Chia challenged all aspects of my American Puritanism. He got me uncomfortable on camera. He got me rubbing my body in places I never had before. He taught me a lot of very interesting things. You can learn a lot here, including how to smile at your body on the inside, how to go ahead and rub and manipulate all of your organs, and how as a male to have multiple orgasms without ejaculation. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And this guy has been teaching in London for 30 years. He was teaching in Berlin before the wall went down. I really love having this perspective of Eastern medicine hits Western Puritanism. I think you're really going to enjoy our time with Master Chia. Also, you can download his success secrets on the website. Click on the link below, log in, and you can get those absolutely for free. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube for all of our behind the scenes, my blogs, my Instagram stories, and everything. And if you want to put some of these things into practice, go to londonreal.tv, go inside the Academy. We've got our Broadcast Yourself course coming up soon where you can learn how to start your very own London Reel. Have guys like Master Chia come over to your house and hang out with you and show you how to touch yourself. It's all good. I'm going to be teaching you how to do that in an 8-week program. Our courses are extremely impressive. People have gotten London Reel tattoos after taking our Life Accelerator, so we know what we're doing here. So check that out at the Academy. But now I leave you, Master Chia. This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is Mantak Chia, the Taoist master, author, and healer who teaches people how to empower themselves through the cultivation of their Qi energy. Born in Thailand to Chinese parents, you were taught by Buddhist monks at age 6 to still your mind, and you've been on a journey of discovery ever since. You run Tao centers around the world and have written over 50 books, the most popular ones on sexual energy with titles of The Multi-Orgasmic Man and The Multi-Orgasmic Woman. I can't wait to learn from you today. Master Chia, welcome to London Real.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. First, tell me, how does London feel? How is the Chi in London? You just came from Paris. You're going to go to New York and Los Angeles. You've been touring the world. What do you feel when you come to this city?
I tell you, this is amazing city. You have nearly everything here. Everywhere, every place you go, you have something just packed in here. I have my kid with me, and they like the car, and they see all the Rolls Royce, all the Volvo, and all the expensive cars. Oh my God, they have everything run on the street. So this is the amazing place that the kids they like car, and they see everything running, like that. And an interesting place that we take them here, and I wanted to see this is London. They heard so much about that.
Right, and you've been coming here for 30 years teaching.
Yes, 30 years.
And we were talking about some of the other cities. You were teaching in Berlin when the wall was
Before
still
the
up.
wall.
Before the wall came down. So you've been around
Right.
teaching these techniques.
Yes.
Okay. And I want to learn, I know today you've promised that you're actually going to teach some of these breathing exercises to me and to everyone listening.
Right.
And they can really get some practical exercises that can help them in all aspects of their health, energy.
That's very important, very, very clear, very definitely they will learn and they can use them in your daily life. And you don't have to get sick. That's a major part.
Okay, and you don't get sick, do you?
No, for a long time.
Okay, and you're 73 years old and you barely look 53.
Yeah, thank you.
Before we get to the techniques and everything, I was wondering if you could tell me a bit about you, because you Chinese parents, but you're born in Thailand, and that must have affected you growing up in that culture, possibly, as opposed to, say, China and other places. What was your childhood like, and what was it like learning all of these things? How did you get to where you are today?
My father passed away in the Second World War. Okay, I'm born in the Second World War.
You were born in 1944?
Yeah.
Wow.
And after that, my mother raised me up, but she wanted me to learn more Chinese. So in the grade school, I learned Chinese. And later on, she sent me to Hong Kong, because that's the only time you can learn Chinese more is in Hong Kong. The mainland China, you cannot go in. So I study Chinese and English in the Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah. So my education mostly is Chinese and English.
Okay. You went to New York City in 1979.
Yes, I've been in New York for nearly 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm teaching there.
What was that like, New York in 1979?
Oh, it's too long to remember. That is, I started in Chinatown. Okay. And I started teaching the meditation and energy flow. Okay. And that's my expert. And I met many Chinese people. So at that time, I only teach to Chinese people. Okay. Because Chinatown is big there. Right. So I teach. I taught there 5 years, only Chinese people, until I started to teach to the Westerner. Okay. Yeah.
Why? The Westerners didn't know about you?
No. The major part, I promised my master. When he teach me, he know that one day I will be in America, because I talked to him. So he said, if you go teach in foreigner, you must teach the Chinese people first. Huh. Until you think that, okay, they don't want to learn. So this is the promise that I promised my master. So I teach them about 5 years. And that time, and when I opened the Westerner, I wrote the first book, Awakening Healing Light. Okay. Yeah, that's the time. That's 40 years ago book. And that time the Westerner come.
Okay. How many people have you taught over the years?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's a few 100,000 people.
Wow. And you have 6,000 people that are actually licensed practitioners
Right.
of yours around the world.
Right. Yes.
Okay. And what are they teaching? And maybe you can tell me, what is Qi?
Qi actually are very simple. It's life force, or we say bioelectromagnetic power. But Qi we call bio. We have electromagnetic power in the space in around us. Everywhere you can have this energy, magnetic power. But we also have the bioelectromagnetic power. So the only differences is the electromagnetic power and bio. Bio means alive, a living cell can use energy. So that's what bioenergetic energy. Now, the Qigong is you use your own Qi that have intelligence and you draw the energy from outside, so you have more energy to use, so called Qigong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need a biological element, but
Yes.
there's energy around you, and it's
You can
about me channeling that energy.
Right. Because outside energy is we call random. That means they are not alignment. But we when we have bioelectromagnetic power, it's more alignment. Negative, positive, negative, positive like that. But outside is negative, positive. They're not random. They're not alignments. But if you have good energy, you align and you move, they follow you. And they started to align negative, positive. Now that energy are close to you. Now you can take that Qi and you use them. And that's what the Qigong are.
Okay.
Okay. And the breathing also, when you align the energy around you, it's just like when you go to the sea, go to the ocean, go to the forest, there are more alignment energy.
And that's why we find peace.
Peace,
in those places.
calm, energetic, more ozone, more energy. We feel that.
Okay.
Okay. But actually, everywhere of us have energy. Okay. Now, the West now are very crazy in how can we take the energy in the space and use them.
Right.
This is unexhaustible energy. And that's what all the system in the world, they discover that. So in Chinese we call Qi, in India we call prana, and in many systems they have different name for that.
Okay. And what do the West call it? What do the Americans call it?
We call energy.
Energy.
Or we
Okay.
call electromagnetic power.
Okay.
And we are electrical man. We have electricity inside us. We need that electricity to run our life.
Okay. Now you studied Western science as well.
Yes.
You did. Western science doesn't believe in this? Do you find that Americans and people like that at first are like, I don't know what this Qi is, this is an Eastern thing, and does it take them a while to accept or understand this?
No, now, because when I explain to them, I will give them a little bit what the Western terms say. Okay? And now they like it because they can relate things that is not mysterious thing like that. Like we talk Qi is an energy. We have bioelectromagnetic energy, but we never focus it. So people energy so people are success because they know how to focus and concentrate their energy. So we call your energy are more focused and concentrate. When people are not success, their energy, the mind go one way, the eye go one way, the heart go one way. So energy very scattered and you lose energy.
Okay.
Now the first step, you focus. And now when you focus, you have a lot of energy immediately. So the Tao discovered that for 1,000 years, at least written down and carved on the wall, 2,500 years, that abdominal area, where you can store energy.
Abdominal area?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you cannot store energy in the brain. You cannot store energy in the heart. Human is a very important bio battery that can be charged, can store, and get energy. And that is abdominal. So the Westerner discovered that intestinal here, the structure of intestinal is like a battery, negative, positive. It can charge energy. They discovered that, but they never go on what to do with it.
Okay. And these days, you see all these books about gut and
Yes.
intelligence in the gut.
Yes.
and trust your gut, and that your body has all of this intelligence that, growing up in the Western world in America, I'm pretty much taught that everything is up here, right? All of the success, knowledge, learning, the body is used for Olympics and things like that. But you're not taught in America that there's intelligence or energy here, correct?
Yes.
But that's
because
changing.
The West, London, in British, scientists, they discover the second brain there 100 years ago. Until now, they still don't know what to do. But now, they just after 100 years, they have a breakthrough. Now they discover that we have another organs in the abdominal. They call the mesentery. This organ actually control all the digestion, absorption, and elimination. So they have one like conductor. It's a big organ, cover the spleen, the stomach, the pancreas, the liver, the small intestine, the large intestine. They cover them, and they dilate them. Okay. Now I understand that. Oh, this is what the Tao always talk about. This, the center of this new organs is in the center of the navel, right here, right in here. Actually, about this big, big organ, but they are on the back, cover all the digestion. Because you see, digestion, you have liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, spleen, also part of the Tao believe that. And this big, and including the stomach, they are doing so many jobs in digestion, and everybody doing different job. If you don't have a director, control them like the brain. So the British scientists discovered that we have a second brain. And this second brain, amazing. They're conducting everything. And the Tao discovered that if you keep this second brain here, warm and have more, and this also a battery can store energy. People are draining their energy. So all what we do now, all the people now is exhausted. Because the bio battery run out. Like your mobile telephone, when your body, when your battery don't charge, no use.
So we're not charging up our abdomen, which is where our Tao is. And we're using our stomach really to just consume things.
But now we know that this is more than just digestion. They can remember, they can store. So now the Tao talk about this one store emotional, negative and positive.
Stores emotions.
Yes. Now the West know that love in the heart, right? And what happened to the other organ? Yes. So love, joy, happy in the heart, but also hatred, impatience, hastiness is in the heart. So the negative, positive, now you have to find balance. Some of them is too extreme. When too extreme, you hate people and kill people. So now love and hate have to be fire balance. So no negative and no sin and no evil or goodness, because you have to find balance. Everything in the world have to find balance. You can say, no, this is very good and this is very bad. Too extreme. Too extreme in two ways. So these two extremes have to bring to the middle. Now we can talk. If we are too extreme one way, we cannot talk.
So the heart has those emotions.
And the liver have angry, jealousy, envy, frustration. There's a lot of emotional.
How do we know that's in the liver? How do we know that?
Because the Tao already talked this for 1,000 years.
So we trust
but if
them?
we know the heart store love, and why not the other organs?
I don't know. We always say heart. I don't know. I don't know how we know. Just like you say, trust your gut.
Yes.
I don't know where that came from. I guess because we feel it.
But this is important. When people shout at you, boom, you feel like something hitting you.
In your stomach,
because the liver actually take the angry and store in here. So that's why the Tao say, hey, if you don't clean out this one, you cannot clean out from the brain. The brain, people think that everything emotional is the brain. No. Negative emotional, like record down in the organs, organ by organ. Like kidney, now the West discovered that also that fear in the kidney.
Fears in the kidney.
Yes.
Okay. And just let me ask quickly, this is why when I do a yoga practice over an hour and do all these body positions, that maybe I release emotions and feelings that are in my
and
internal
you find
organs.
your balance.
Okay. Because that happens. That's real.
Right.
Okay. All right. So the body has intelligence. The body stores emotions. It has charge.
Yes.
You mentioned liver, kidneys. You were about to say kidneys.
Right. Kidneys store fear, phobia, trauma.
Okay.
So people consult. It's not only here. But when you hear something, because kidney connecting with the ears, and ear connect. Now when you hear something, it creating your fear, or you see something creating the fear, the kidney store all the fear and it come up. So if we clear out the kidney, now the kidney fear are gone.
Okay. But if I'm a doctor and I look at that kidney, all it does is take out the toxins in the blood and then secrete them in the urine.
Right.
Like if I cut it open, I can't find any fear,
Yes, because
trauma.
emotional is energy.
Okay. All right. But you must have doctors that say, Master Chia, this can't be true. There's no science there.
Oh, there more and more believe that now.
That's true.
The scientists now more and more believe energy now. And the psychology before said, no, we don't talk about energy. And you in the 6-7 years of training in psychology, they don't talk about energy.
Right.
But where this, so in the Tao say, hey, you have angry energy, you have love energy. Love is energy, yes. I love you. Happiness is one energy. And hatred is very strong energy.
Yeah.
It's energy. From a normal life force that we have, it changed to very angry energy. Now they have machine can detect the angry. Okay, they can prove that hey, angry is one energy, but where it come from? Not come from the brain, because organ like hardware. Okay, like a big hardware that store all the information, and the brain only access it only.
Okay. All right. So we have to start paying more attention to our bodies.
Yes.
And not just our biceps and our other things, like the internal parts.
Right. Internal, my master told me, said, if you take care of your 5 major organs, the 5 major organs strong, it can take care of 1 million problems.
1 million problems.
Right.
And those organs are the abdomen, the heart.
The heart go with the small intestine.
Right.
And the spleen, pancreas, stomach, they're all one pair.
Okay.
The lung and large intestine is one pair. And the kidney and bladder is one pair. And the liver and gallbladder is one pair. So there are 5, we call 5 major organs, 5 pair of organs. Actually, we have 11. Now we have 12.
Okay.
Because now they discuss. So now these 5 major parts of organs, if you can take care, exercise them, make them healthy, they solve you 1 million problems. But we don't do that. We have, in these 5 major pair of organs, we have many experts. You have heart expert,
Yes.
you have liver expert, you have kidney expert, you have stomach expert, you have intestine expert. Just these 5 major organs, you maybe have more than 10 or 20 experts already. Okay? So in the Tao say, if you don't take care of them, you need 1 million way to try to fix this 5 organ problem.
Okay. All right. So that's the first step, recognizing these organs are important.
Yes.
What's the next step in the Master Chia process?
The whole key is that you have to learn how to say, when you put the energy, the organ in the right position, they multiply.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why the Chinese, we say, the Tao, we always talk about 5 elements. Okay. So we say the fire, heart fire, loving fire, compassion fire is fire.
Anger fire.
Anger.
Hate fire.
Hatred fire is the strongest one.
Okay.
Hatred fire is destroy a thing.
Okay.
So now loving fire and the small intestine, they're creating, when the fire burn, it become ashes. Ashes become earth. And the earth, when you have enough big earth, they condense and have metal. So we say fire creating earth, earth creating metal. If you have big metal, it condense and draw more water down. And now we have more water, now we have wood elements. So if you put water into the seed, they grow to be tree, blossom, bear fruit, and now you have more seed to grow. Eventually, you have more water, more earth. Now you grow the whole forest.
Okay.
So we have 5 major organs. If you multiply the organ, you have more energy because they go together as a team.
Okay.
So they cannot work alone. If they work alone, they don't have energy.
Okay.
So the whole world is the whole Tao. Look at the 5 elements; they are moving,
Right.
and they're creating each other.
Okay. And this is the 5 elements theory or the 5 elements.
But it's the
setup.
practice.
Okay. All right. Now we haven't talked about sexual energy yet. We're going to save that, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of people are tuning in because that's probably your most popular thing, the sexual energy.
My
right?
expert.
You're an expert, right?
Right.
And all the humans want to know about the sex.
Right.
But for you, they should maybe focus on the organs first and the sex
No,
later.
that means that when we talk about health,
Yeah.
because sex so much involved with health also.
Okay.
But the whole key, if you understand sexual energy can be healed. So we call healing love. So my most important part is my teaching is sexual energy, if you use them right, they have the most powerful healing power.
Okay. All right. Are we going to go into that now? Or
Yes.
Okay.
No, you just tell me when.
Well, so we did the organs, we did the 5 elements.
Right.
Is there something else we should talk about before we talk about the power of the sexual energy? You tell me.
For me, it's good to be just do some simple exercise in a sitting position.
All right.
Because we are very simple. If we understand a simple way is that we are 70% water, the same thing like Earth. Earth is 70% of ocean, water, and 30% of Earth that we stay on. Now we have 70%. So the Earth, the whole key is the fluid is like a body. So one body. 5 major ocean is one body. So when you have a wave from here, go forever. It's just like timeless. Keep on. And now high tide, low tide. It can be 10,000 miles away. High tide over there and low tide here. So the water are moving like this. We have the same. So we have the fluid inside. And everything is a fluid floating. So the first step in the Tao say, hey, the first step, we have the spinal cord fluid floating in the spine.
Okay.
And when we sit on the pump. So that we have the second pump and cranial pump.
Okay.
So that is the major part.
Okay.
So a very simple exercise, we say moving the spinal cord fluid and the brain fluid.
Okay.
So what we do, we inhale, we go like this. We inhale, you expand your chest,
Okay.
you expand your stomach, and your neck go like this. Okay, your chin go back.
Up. Okay.
And now when you exhale, you curve down. So you curve everything down. Inhale. Exhale. Curve enough that you feel, because we have 2 tendons there. When you curve them, you
Okay.
activate the pump.
Okay.
So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Smile. Breathing in golden light into your spine and your brain. And exhale. Cloudy and gray color out. Sometimes we just let go all the emotion or everything down to the ground. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, when you do for a while, you rub your hand warm. And you cover the sacrum and your cranial. So now when you rest for a while, you can really feel like warm. Your sacrum warm and your cranial. This is the cranial pump. So we have a pump because we stand up. So the Tao said when we stand up, we lie a 24-story high. So people live on the top floor or on the 10th floor or 20th floor. The most important part is water going up.
Okay.
No water, we finish.
Okay.
Electricity, water, everything. So when you feel that, when you move them, something moves. And now when you can feel them, okay, conscious feel about something moving, energy moving, we call you beginning practicing the Qi.
Okay.
The energy, the Qi flow.
The Qi force.
So Qi flow. So when you feel that warm night and you host and you rest for a moment, you smile, and you feel your whole spine nice and warm. And you inhale. That's how the fluid go up. When you inhale, the fluid go up. When you exhale, the fluid go down. Inhale. So your sacrum and lumbar have to move, because the Tao said we have 7 pumps. Very important, because we are pumped. If we sit too long, we sit on a pump.
Okay.
And the pump don't work.
Okay.
When it don't work, what we do? We tired, exhausted.
Okay.
And we depending on coffee, or some people depending on the smoke to stimulate the body to keep up. We fool the body to give us energy.
Okay. Okay.
That is the whole key.
Okay.
And now this is the flow. Now we have 2/3 of the fluid is in here.
2/3 of the fluid. So we started with the spinal fluid.
spinal fluid.
And that breathing technique was to get the spinal fluid going. Okay. And you would do that longer normally?
We
many breaths?
rest, feel the energy flow, another 9.
9. Okay.
If you do 9, 9, 18, or 20, or 36, that's a good number.
Okay.
So if you do that and you rest, you feel the flow. That is how we call energy.
Okay.
You feel chi flow.
Okay. And then you warm your hands and you put it here afterwards.
Because
Just to
there's
feel.
a 2 pump.
Okay.
2 big pumps.
Just to warm them up.
Right.
Okay.
To warm them up and you feel there's something moving.
Okay. And you do this sitting down, or you can do that standing up too?
Standing up is the best.
Is the best for that exercise. Okay. Okay.
The
All right.
same exercise. But the next one we divide here, because this is the fluid.
Right. This is the most important part.
The more important part, because 2/3 of the fluid come in here.
Okay.
Because we have all the organs. We have the liver takes so much blood, kidney takes so much blood, stomach, small intestine. When we eat, so much blood coming to take nutrition and everything. It's so much blood.
Right.
And the whole key is the sickness. The sickness is come from that when the fluid don't flow.
Okay. Okay.
And the stagnate, now every sickness come.
Okay.
And we take so many million and million of methods try to fix this organ problem.
When you walk through like a Western hospital and you see all these sick people, do you just think, man, why don't they just get breathing, get the fluid moving, and then half of them would be out of the hospital?
That's it.
All of them would be out.
Yeah, I have so many students that come to me. They're so sick. Like in France this time, they said, I came here 2 days only. They said, I feel so much better just by this breathing, by the fluid flow, aware of the fluid flow, and aware that Dantian can store chi. And now they have, because they drain themselves and they don't, you keep on using your mobile telephone and you don't charge them. It's gonna gone. Okay.
Okay.
So now it's very simple.
Abdomen,
in here
okay.
we said we have lower abdominal,
Yeah.
middle,
Okay.
upper.
Okay.
So lower part we have sexual organ,
Okay.
and we have elimination. That is the last intestine. In here we have small intestine,
Right.
the absorption, and kidney. And here we have all the digestion. People don't care about that. Okay, and people so stressful. Stress we call now the Western the definition is that stress is when you in stress we call fight and flight response. You are go to war or you're running.
Okay. Fight or flight response with stress. Okay.
Right. And now when you are in the resting mode, we call parasympathetic mode, you are in rest and digestion.
Okay.
But when you stress, digestion nearly slow down or non-digestion.
Okay.
Now, no food supply, we're gonna lose the war.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people then. So people, business is war. That's it.
Yeah.
In the olden time when we
Sun Tzu
make
or something,
war,
right, yeah.
when we have war, it still have to be finished. But business, we never finish. We after one war, budget finish, next year budget, more sell, more pushing, more sell, new product, new thing. We are keep on pushing non-stop.
Okay.
When you're
charge.
pushing non-stop, you fight and flight response. Now, what are you going to do? You slow down the digestion, you slow down the absorption, and you slow down all the elimination. Big trouble. The number 1 elimination is the lung. The number 2 elimination is the kidney. The number 3 elimination is the large intestine. Lung, if we don't breathe, few minutes we die. Kidney, if don't filter 3 days, we die. 3 or 4 days, all swollen up and we die. And last intestine, maybe 1 week, or blow up also.
Okay.
But breathing and the fluid flow involved with the breathing. Okay. So if we put the hand here,
Yeah, in
and
the lower abdomen.
In the lower abdominal, because
Okay.
that is the sexual organ, and
Okay.
it's the lower ocean, it's the lower part.
Okay.
If this one don't move, nothing move.
Okay.
Because it's the lower part. So you very simple, you exhale, flatten down the stomach, inhale, you push your finger out. And some people in a warmer place, they can use the mouth. And when you nighttime, you rest, you see, and you feel. The Qigong is this. After you exercise, you rest, you feel the energy, and you learn how to control, and you learn how to guide the energy and the fluid flow. Energy flow, wind. When wind blow, the wave go. When no wind, no wave.
Okay.
When no wave, oh my God, you in the seaside, you say, oh my God, it's so hot. And the fish and everything cannot grow also.
Okay.
No wind, no chi, nothing flow.
Okay.
So energy.
And what am I doing there? I'm breathing what you should said, short breaths. And
Now
I'm,
you inhale,
yeah,
exhale,
pushing
you
in.
flatten up, pushing in.
You push in.
Yeah, and
Okay.
if you can learn how slowly to squeeze the organs,
Yeah.
because this one in the Tao, we say this is the second and the third hearts.
Okay.
Okay, because heart pumping. But if you're doing this one here, pumping, so now in the middle is the big one.
Okay.
Middle here, so
Yeah.
you the same.
Same thing. Okay.
Now, emphasize is you squeeze them.
Squeeze in.
And you rest, and you rub it warm, 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 warm. Now when you warm, energy flow. When energy flow, the blood, the chi, the fluid flow. That's it. Everything started for food that stuck also flow.
Okay.
Yeah. Now digestion also flow. Now elimination also started to flow.
Okay.
Everything, the whole key is like a plumber, like the water pipe.
Okay.
Anything stuck, nothing flows.
It's all plumbing.
All plumbing. With the big plumbing system,
Right.
very big plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, when you rest, is the time you can feel the energy.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, we come up to the upper part here.
Upper part, yeah.
There is all the digestion. People have all the digestion, like blow off, not digestion, stomach problem, cannot digest food well. Now you have no energy. You have no resupply. Digestion not good, you have no resupply. Okay. No resupply, you get weak and sick. Now you get everything gone.
Okay.
So the same, if you put your hand here, liver on the right hand side,
Right hand side.
stomach on the left. And the pancreas. So you inhale. Now when you say nighttime, you rest and you just aware, warm, nice energy, gather the energy, collect the energy, and focus on the energy. Now you start to see, hey, I feel warm inside. Now you learn how to, we call, focus the chi, and later on you learn how to move the chi with the mind. And the focus, mind, eye, heart, we call focusing. Okay. Focus, concentration, and just focus on it. Now you can move the energy and the blood follow.
Okay.
So that is we call the big fruit.
Okay. Now, how long would you do that? So the lower ones, how many breaths would you do?
9 is good.
9. Okay.
And after you rest, you feel something, you do another 9.
Another
Second
9.
set.
Okay.
And the third set. So 4 set is 36.
Okay.
It's good number.
Okay.
If you can do that, I don't know how people are going to get sick.
Okay, and that's 4 sets of 9 on the bottom,
Right.
4 sets of 9 in the middle,
Right.
and 4 sets of 9 in the
Right.
top. And how hard are you pushing in? Pretty
As
hard?
much as you can.
As hard
but
as you can.
Slow, no?
Okay.
Gradually increase. The whole
Okay.
key, like you squeeze something out of it. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Now with the next one is the heart and the lung, is the rib cage.
Okay.
And this one we call actually the heart, involved with the heart. So we call the heart is the communication. Because heart is connecting. So heart, when you radiate out love, they want connection. But a lot of people, rib cage are blocked, so the heart cannot open.
Okay.
So when you exhale, you curve in your rib cage.
Okay.
Inhale, expand, and you feel the heart, the lung open. Exhale, curve in, inhale, expand, pull the scapula together on the back, open your chest, exhale, sing, squeeze the lung and the heart very small. Inhale, expand. Smile is the key. Okay, smile.
Smile. Okay.
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you rest. And you just feel your heart open. Love, joy, happy. When you feel love, joy, happy, everything started to move. Because heart pump. So in the Tao believe that when you do this, you're increasing 2 hearts, you increase 3 hearts, you're increasing 4 hearts.
4 hearts.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
You have more heart to do things.
Okay. And now I might think I'm not able to love because of my past and problems in my brain,
Yeah.
but that could be trapped here.
Because here block.
Okay.
You cannot breathe.
Okay.
When you cannot, here a lot of people painful here. Because the rib cage are locked.
Okay.
Yeah, and they cannot breathe.
Okay.
And when you cannot breathe, and when hate, it turns off everything.
Hate turns everything off. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you meet a lot of your students that have hate?
I mean, everybody have that.
Everyone has hate. Hate isn't bad, right?
No, not bad.
No bad.
When you're not extreme, it's okay.
Okay.
You don't like, I hate these people, it's okay. As long as you don't go extreme. When you so hatred, I want to destroy you. That's gone. So the whole Tao practice, every day you're walking in balancing a path. Balancing. I get angry, I get frustration, I hate you, it's okay. As long as I know that, hey, I have hate, oh my God, today my hate go beyond my control now, I need to bring it down. I need to grow more love, joy, happiness, kindness, generosity. I need to grow good energy to balancing with the negative energy. That's all to do. You don't have to be holy man. You only say, do some good to balancing with some bad.
Okay. Does that mean if I'm having a really happy, joyous day, I should balance that off with some hate as well?
Hate, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Angry, you don't have to do anything. Like weeds, they grow everywhere.
Okay, they grow.
They grow faster than flower,
Okay.
than vegetable.
Okay, because we're human.
Yes, you just have to keep the good energy grow and balancing with the negative.
Okay.
Don't let them go wild. If you just work with them every day, like, okay, you're growing too much, I pull you out a little bit and let the vegetable grow a little bit. Now we're balancing the grass, the weeds, and the vegetable, and the flower, and the tree. That's all.
Okay.
We need weeds
Okay.
everywhere.
All right. Okay, so that's done the abdomen, that's done the heart.
Right.
Everyone's waiting for the sexual energy.
Right.
But we
Okay.
can wait. Or is there anything else to do?
No, that is the basic thing, simple.
So
but we have the inner smile, but that is a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because the inner smile,
Tell me what the inner smile
the
is.
inner smile is that you learn how to smile inwardly. And smiling to your organs by organs by organs. Like we said, our body, our organs, like in Bible, Jesus said, our body is the temple of God. But in the Tao, say the same thing, but more specified. Our organs is the temple of the soul and our soul and the spirit. God is spirit. If I keep my organ healthy, now the spirit will come to stay with me, or God will come to stay in my temple. But if your own temple are broken and leaking and all kind of rain coming down, nobody want to stay there.
Okay, so purify your inside so God and the Spirit will come there.
to you. Right.
Okay, I get that. How do you smile on the inside?
The smile inside is the number one most important practice in the Tao. We call the creating cycle. So in our body, there are two organs can be multiplied. Heart can multiply love, joy, happiness if you're connecting with unconditional love. So the heart in the Tao always, all the time they don't know Wi-Fi or internet, they don't know it. But they know that they are born to be connect. The heart is shining, radiant, born to connect. So when you turn on your heart, how you turn on? When you feel love, joy, happy. How you to be love, joy, happy? You don't have to be a holy man. But you only feel love, joy, and happiness. That is the key. Now, and you have to balancing with the negative. You don't have to be the holy man. Nobody perfect. But in the Tao state, we always talk about yin yang, negative, positive, night and day, hot and cold, but must be fire balance. If they fire balance, we are okay. If the world, so the most living places in the world is the place that are day and night equal, more equal. That is the place that we stay the most. We're not going to stay in the Alaska. In summer, 3 o'clock in the morning, the sun is still there. But in the winter, you only see 2 hours of light. So it's not balanced that way. See? So now when we find balance, that is the key. So now the very simple, you smile to the heart.
So I'm just closing my eyes and smiling to my heart. Am I smiling to my face or just to my heart?
You have to smile first in the eyes, and you lift up the corner of the mouth. And you hold your hand in your heart. Now in the Tao, very required that you have some simple anatomy knowledge. We call image. Very important is the image. All the practice in the world, all the religions in the world give you an image. A statue, a temple, a church, a building. It's the image. But the Tao say, hey, your organ is your temple. So now if you can figure your heart, so we say if you believe your mind have connection into the heart, so when you put your mind and feel it, and when you hold the heart image, you make connection. And when you smile, eye is the connection of everything.
Okay.
So we say eye connecting with the mind and the heart.
Okay.
So when they're connecting together, now when you hold the image of the heart, you are really feel you are inside your heart.
And am I thinking of like a biological heart, or am I thinking of like a heart thing?
A real heart.
A real heart. Okay.
Right.
And first of all, how do you smile with your eyes? Show me.
You see, when you look and you smile,
So
a genius smile.
Okay. Smile just with my eyes.
Yeah, and the mouth lightly lift up. The smile in the eye is so important because that is written down in the West. Parasympathetic is rest, smile, and rest. It starts all from the eyes. When people look at you very angry, very stressed, the eye. When people look at you and smile, they're very different. Okay? Now when you smile to yourself, because you are putting the system into parasympathetic to calm them down, to rest them down, and go into digestion. They need the relaxing and smiling and relaxing, and they go to digestion. But you are stressed, they stop all the digestion and go to war and fighting, shooting.
Okay. So I got to constantly calm this system down. All right. So I'm smiling.
And this is the best calming that people have.
Okay.
If they learn this,
better than meditation.
This is the meditation.
Okay.
But in the Tao we call energy meditation and energy multiplying meditation.
Okay.
So it not only empty the mind. Okay. So the Tao is energy meditation. You're increasing more energy. You feel energy. you multiply the energy and you work with energy because everything is energy. That's what the Einstein said. E equal mc squared. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. And the end of his life, he said, the whole universe is energy. That's it. Everything run by energy. No energy we cannot. Okay, so when we smile,
Right, smile into the heart. I'm picturing
the
my
mouth
heart.
lightly lift up, and the eyes really, just really genius smile. And you smile to the heart, hold your heart. Now if you believe the heart store love, joy, happiness. If you believe that, yes, that's all. So you believe that the heart store love, joy, happiness, you smile to your heart. Now you activate the love, joy, happiness, and they're shining and radiant out. They're shining and radiant out. They're shining and radiant out. Now, this shining radiant out is make connection. Connecting to people or connecting to the unconditional love. That is the love that in the universe that we have it. Okay, you don't have to believe in anything. They are there. So when you receive this unconditional love, they multiply more love. That's why heart can multiply. Heart can multiply. Okay, so they multiply more love. Now when you activate the love, now you bring down the small intestine, and your hand move. Usually, it will take a longer time than that.
Okay.
We make it short version.
Okay.
So when you move the hand around the small intestine, in the Tao state, small intestine is empty. Empty space can multiply. So when you have love and you put it out the small intestine and you spiraling it, now the loving energy multiply more and more and more and more. Now you feel warm, you feel energy, you feel good. And you move this energy into the spleen and pancreas. So when you go to the spleen and pancreas, it's also started to activate. So the love, joy, happiness come into the spleen, pancreas, and stomach. You learn how you are smiling and sending love. Love can heal anything. Because loving energy, a real energy, heal you. That's why people doing this, they get healed. Simple. And they get healed. So you activate and you wrap the spleen and pancreas. So you have to think about, have some image about the spleen, have some image about the pancreas, and wrap them with love, joy, happiness. So that's the first part. First one is love, joy, happy. Go over the whole body first. And later on we separate each organ emotional. Okay? And we multiply them in the stomach. So now you multiply more energy in the stomach. And when you smile, hold the image and spiral, they are multiplying. So we call fire, when it burns, become ashes and become earth. That is the spleen. And when you have enough earth, it will condense and creating more metal, and that is the lung. So you come up to the lung. So you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now you breathe into your lung. And you wrap them around with love, joy, happy, appreciation. Because the heart can multiply so much love. And when you get more love in the lungs, now you're moving down into the large intestine. So you are aware, ascending column, transverse column, descending column. Okay. So when you do that way, now it multiplies the energy. Okay. This is the rule and the law of fire elements and creating cycle. Okay.
Okay.
And now, so when the metal is condensed more water, and now we rub the hand warm, we cover the kidney. So the kidney is on the back that you can cover them.
Okay.
So when you cover the kidney and you smile, hold the image of the kidney, smile to the kidney. Feel nice and warm. Feel nice and warm. And wrap them with love, joy, happy, appreciation. And now we come up to the bladder. So when people do at home, they should take longer time.
Longer time than this.
And they started to really hold the image and smile to it and sending the love from the heart, wrap them around.
So you're loving all of your organs.
Right. That's
And you're
way more.
multiplying the love in your heart. No, it
All organs will modify themselves.
multiplies themselves. Okay.
Because go along to the element. Now the bladder.
Now the bladder. Okay.
Bladder is empty, so it can multiply more.
Okay. I'll
All
trust you on
empty
this
organ.
theory. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So now when you spiral on the bladder, now it started to multiply more and more and more because each organ help each other. That's the whole key. Organ modify each other, help each other.
Okay.
So that we call 5 element. So when you feel more and more energy, sometimes you feel a lot of energy, it go right down to the sexual organ.
Okay.
And
Is that good or bad?
very good because
Oh,
you
okay.
feel arousal.
Oh, okay.
So when you feel a lot of energy and it's spread out into, because the bladder is right on the prostate gland and on the testicle and on the penis.
Okay.
It's right there.
Right there.
The arousal, because just now I said the sexual organ is the second organ that can multiply a lot of energy.
Okay.
So arousal is so important. Arousal, more arousal, and orgasm.
Okay.
And orgasm and more orgasm is a healing power.
Okay.
People, animals are dying for orgasm. That's it. They just want orgasm. Why? Because every single cell needs orgasm to make them split. And this is the West research and discover that, hey, so we call DNA renewal, need arousal, orgasm, love, and compassion. Combine together, boom. And that's what the whole practice.
Okay.
When these two energy combine, they multiply.
Okay.
And you have more energy.
So we started smiling, and then we just got to the arousal. That's at the end of the smile. When I'm smiling in my bladder, boom.
Right, yeah.
Now it's going to happen. Okay.
Arousal. And arousal is energy.
Okay.
And this arousal is the biggest business in the world.
Biggest business.
Yes.
But in America, we're taught, we're Puritans, and we're taught that sex is bad.
Yeah, no, because...
In the Bible, and the Catholics are say sex is bad.
No, because no sex, we are not here. You know, and no sex, there no creation here.
Okay.
Because negative, positive, they come together. Yin and yang, they come together. Male, female, they come together. Sex. And the energy is the one that creating the world. The arousal, orgasm, love, and compassion creating the whole world.
Okay.
And that's why. And all the big business is sex.
Okay.
Any business is sex.
Any business is sex.
Yeah.
Explain that, Master Chia.
Because sex sells.
Okay. Why?
Because in the Tao said, every day the sexual organ we producing sexual organ. Let's finish this one and we go to this.
Yeah.
And the last one is the liver.
The liver. Okay, don't forget
So
about the liver.
water give to the liver.
Okay.
And when you come up to the right hand side and you wrap around the liver and you feel love, joy, happiness wrap around the liver, now it grow the tree. From one seed to a tree, blossoming to a fruit, and you can grow a forest.
Okay.
You chop the wood, now you put more into the hard fire, it burn more fire.
Okay.
And you go on again. The heart, the small intestine, the spleen, pancreas, stomach, the lung, the large intestine, the kidney, and the liver. You go on at least 6 times.
To all of these things. All right.
Yeah.
So that
Just
could
go
take
on
an
the
hour.
cycle. Take 10 or 20 minutes to 1 hour.
And with the elements like earth and metal and wood and fire and seeds, it's not necessarily that there's wood and metal inside me, but it's a way I can visualize these things to interact and to multiply.
Right.
And by visualizing it correctly, I'll get more out of the practice.
That is the energy more.
Okay.
Each one, they multiply each other.
Okay.
And that's why they call fire element. So the fire it burn become earth. The earth, if you condense the earth a lot, become metal.
Right.
The metal condense, they draw water down.
Okay.
And you have more water.
Okay.
And the water, when you have more water, you put into the wood, or you put into the seed, or put in the tree, the tree grow.
Okay.
And eventually become a forest. Now you have more wood to burn to be fire, and now you have fire make more earth, and the earth make more metal, and metal make more water.
Okay.
And now coming back again.
I just keep thinking there's some guy in China 2,500 years ago who decided all this, and he's probably laughing at us now that we're still talking about it. But okay,
it works.
If it works, that's good, and if it gets the visualization going, so that's good.
Right.
So all right, so
But energy, we really feel energy.
Energy. Okay, so I'm smiling to all my organs. I'm multiplying this energy, moving
Right.
it around to all these things. Now I hit the bladder a little bit there.
It activates the sexual energy.
Okay, now let's talk about the sexual energy.
Now, the whole key about the sexual energy is arousal.
Okay.
Arousal, orgasm, love, and compassion. Without this, there's no practice.
Okay.
Love. Now the Western side, they discover, this is the Western side discover, and they make a research on that. The DNA renewal. DNA renewal is very important. When the DNA stop renewal, we get old overnight, and we die in 2 days or 3 days. We die. Because stem cells split every second.
Okay.
So some numbers say 2 million a second.
Okay.
Amazing.
So we have to renew our DNA.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
The DNA have to renew
Okay.
every second. Now, every second, but they said the most basic energy that they make the DNA renewal is arousal, orgasm, love, and compassion.
Okay.
When they combine together, when these two energies combine together, they become a love vibration, and they make the DNA split. And this is come from the first cells that we have. So the sperm and the egg, when the father and mother make love, that means in mostly, usually we say they fall in love, and they make love, and they're creating more love energy. And now when they have sex, the ejaculation, the energy of the love and arousal, orgasm, there is energy. It passes into the sperm. And the mother passing the energy into the egg. Love, vibration, orgasm and love vibration, it passes into the egg. And when these two energies boom together in the Tao say, this energy make the cell split.
Okay.
Without this energy, the cell will not split very properly.
Yeah.
And split in a very bad way.
Okay.
Now when they split, and they carry exactly this energy to the next cells. So they remember this energy, make them split in a what we call original way. So they split from 1 cell to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16 to 32 to trillion cells. Now we have 50 trillion cells. How much? So everyone is still remember carrying arousal, orgasm, love, compassion is the best way to split. But now, how long we feel love, joy, happy, arousal, orgasm? How long a day we feel?
I don't know.
That is the key.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Right? How long we feel? Yeah. Now, some people say, oh, we don't know. Some people say, oh, very little, right? Or it's only when we are fall in love and make love, oh, we feel arousal, orgasm, love, compassion. Now, in that moment, the cell split. But cell have to split every second. So in the Tao say, hey, in the making love, the number one, how can you prolonging the love making? That is the number one. If you cannot prolong the love making of have more arousal, have more orgasm, and more love and compassion, combined together become vibration, the love is very quickly love and it finish. Okay. Now so now the healing love is this.
Okay.
Once you understand that this is the West proof that the Tao and the East, in the religious, actually, they all talk about love. But one day, this is true. When I in Germany, I listened to Mother Teresa. That time she, I think the last time they interviewed with her on the TV.
With Mother Teresa, yeah.
Yes.
What did she say?
You know what she said?
What did she say?
He said, the reporter said, Mother, where you get so much love to love people? And you know what she said?
Because she doesn't have sex.
She said, when I feel so much love, my sexual energy come up and combine and suddenly have more love.
Okay.
And the reporter said, oh, Mother talk about sex. Sexual energy.
Okay.
Yeah, this is real.
Okay.
I said, many people don't understand it, but she understands it.
Okay.
She have no sex, and all the sexual energy coming up we call so the whole key in the Tao is the same. But you can, in physical sex, and you learn how to control the energy and you multiply, because we have male and female combined together, you're creating the energy.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand, tell me if I'm wrong here. You're saying, first of all, tons of powerful energy with the sexual energy.
Yes. Because it can multiply energy.
Multiply energy. But we want to prolong that energy to get it,
and
to get more
more
of an energy, and then put that into the multiplying energy.
Right.
Okay.
And that energy, if you bring them up into the brain, we call brain orgasm.
Brain orgasm. All right.
If you bring up to the heart orgasm.
Okay.
If you bring up to the lip, we call orgasmic upward draw.
Okay. And we're going to do that now,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So now the whole key is very simple. Number one, in the Tao said, man, you should practicing, because man is too fast. Okay.
We're fast.
Then in making love, sometimes it's too fast and ejaculation. Okay. And that is the key. So now in the Tao we talk about multi-orgasm. Multi-orgasm, that means man have to able to hold the ejaculation longer.
Okay. The Tao says that.
That means now we know, everybody know.
Okay.
So we call learn how to prolong or learn how to stop not ejaculation every time. That's the whole key. Okay. And number one, you have to practicing the penis.
Okay.
It's just like you want to be a tennis player, you have to practice playing the tennis.
Okay.
If you want to a great level, you have to practicing your penis. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Women have to practicing their vagina.
Okay.
So we said we call egg exercise, but men you have to do so we have egg. Okay. We have the jade egg for lady to practicing in the vagina, because the vagina or when you're too loose, especially the lady have baby, and you see the vagina is small, and when the baby has this big, had to go through.
Yeah.
And after that, it's very loose. So when they make love, before they have baby, they make love is so amazing, so good. But after they have baby, when they put the penis in, the man put the penis in, they say, and I'm in or out, because too loose, they don't feel it.
Okay.
And that is the key. So that's why we call the woman have to practice the exercise, we call egg exercise.
Egg exercise.
Egg exercise for the strengthening the vagina.
You give them an egg and they practice to clench down on the egg. Okay.
You put the jade egg. Okay. We have the black jade egg. We have the pink jade, a pink quartz. We have the black.
That's big business for Chia Industries.
Right. Now we sell a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we teach the people in the workshop how to do exercise. Very important.
Okay.
Because women, when this vagina loose, the face all wrinkle. But this one tight, the face tighter.
How does that work?
Because this one is set down, you lose all the energy.
Okay.
Because the vagina, when you lose a lot of sexual energy out. Life force all leak out, because it's like a floor or like a big door. In the cold winter, your door is leaking. You lose all the heat out.
Okay.
And you get weak.
Okay. And so the women practice on the egg. What do the men do?
Okay. The men, the first thing, they have to practicing that we call sharpening the knife. Okay, very important.
Okay.
So the whole key is very simple. You get the oil, we call the baby oil.
Baby oil, okay.
And you put it in. And now you put the peanuts, you warm it. In the cold winter, you warm them up. You get a hot towel.
Okay.
And you make it warm.
Okay.
And you put it here. Make sure all the blood flow.
Okay.
Okay. Now you get the peanuts out.
Yeah.
You pull the skin. A lot of people, they never circumstances.
Yeah.
So they have the skin. So you put the skin and you get the oil in the hand and you rub. Hand go like this. You rub. Especially on the gland penis. Rub them. 50 times, rest.
Okay.
Because you make them strong and not sensitive.
Okay. 50 times.
50 times one right side. 50 times left side. 50 times front. 50 times back. 50 times down.
That's a lot. Okay. How often am I doing this?
You have to do every day until you can control.
Every day. Jesus,
Yes.
Master Chia. It's a lot.
If you
my
want-
mom caught me doing that.
If you want to, if you want to be good with it, you have to practicing it.
Okay, all right.
But once you get it, now when you make love, that's it.
Okay, so I'm sharpening the knife. That's
You're
what you call
sharpening
that.
the knife.
Okay. All right.
If you don't sharpen the knife, that's the number one. Number two, you have to learn how to contracting the prostate gland.
Right.
Yeah, because the two things are separate. The front part here, when you urine, you want to test that you do it right or not. When you urinate, you stop the urinate.
Yeah.
And that is the front part here. That is the prostate gland.
Okay.
Okay. Now the anus is different thing. Okay. So people cannot separate, and they don't know. They squeeze on the anus, they just don't work because they. So when you contract the prostate gland, because male G spot is in prostate gland.
Right.
So when you contract the prostate gland in the front, and you feel energy activate here. So you contract, and you feel here activate. Now you do it right. So you contract 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, 5, 6, 7. You contract 300 times.
300.
A day.
Do I do that when I'm urinating to practice? No.
When you know that muscle, you just practice it.
Oh, okay. All right.
50, you can split them out 50 times,
Okay.
rest, do something, and sometimes you sit on working, and you do 50 times very quick, 50 seconds.
Okay.
Not
All right.
even 1 minute.
Okay.
So you do it, and now your head expansion, big, and you do that until you feel prostate. When men ejaculation, the pressure of the ejaculation is from the prostate gland contracting.
Okay. So I'm exercising that.
You
muscle.
exercise one.
Okay.
And for people who have prostate gland swollen up or problem, this one will solve the problem.
Okay. Just that
But
contraction.
you need
exercise.
300 times.
300 times.
You no
a
need
day.
300 times. You cannot do. And now you do it until you feel orgasm.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because orgasm without ejaculation.
Right.
Yeah. So you feel. So you see, when you do, when you get it, it's very quick. 2, 3 times you get it. When you squeeze, it's the orgasm coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
call the ejaculation.
Okay.
But you are controlling them.
Okay.
Okay. So once you control them, the next thing you need to massage the testicle, because once you do.
Of course you do. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So.
Because the testicle, if people have to be think about that, because your hand have energy.
Okay.
So this chi, or we call energy, we call fire. So like the formula of Einstein said, E equal mc squared. If you want energy, you have material, mass, and you have c squared is fire. So now you have fire, and you have the testicle is material. If you rub them enough, they change to energy. That is the key.
Okay.
Okay. Because why? Because when you do the prolonging no ejaculation, you don't have the ejaculation every time. So the Tao have a number, very simple number. Okay. Man, if you practice this one, you have one fixed number. So in the olden time, they call priceless goal statement. Why? Very simple. If you are 20 years old, at least 4 days. No ejaculation. You can have 10 times, 20 times sex in 4 days, but no ejaculation. But after 4 days, you want ejaculation, you're okay.
Okay.
Okay. But if 30 years old, 8 days.
Okay.
8 days. You can have many times sex, but you don't have the ejaculation every time.
Okay.
After 8 days, because if you don't do that, the sperm are too much out and the body cannot build. We build too.
You're draining your energy too much, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
You
But
drain
most men don't know how to have an orgasm without ejaculation, Master Chia.
Because they never learn how to
Do that.
hold them.
Okay.
If they don't know how to massage the penis and contract the prostate gland,
Okay.
they cannot control.
Okay. So you have to do the sharpen the knife first.
Right.
You have to do the 300 a day.
Right.
And then what? Then try it?
You can do already, try already. You can have sex and you practice more and now say, hey, I can control it. You see?
Okay.
And when you get so high, you stop. You have to understand orgasm, the peak of orgasm, if you want more, then no more. It's ejaculation.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, the most enjoyable time when the understanding is arousal, orgasm, 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 orgasm near the peak. Now you stop on the peak, and now you bring the orgasm upward. And that is the key.
Okay.
The whole key when you make love, you're creating so much orgasm. And when you have orgasm to one, now we said, here the peak here. So when you go up to the peak, you're going to go down. You finish, ejaculation and finish.
Okay.
So when you go up here, you go back about here.
Like almost to the top.
Almost to the top.
95%.
You play
90.
step just in the beginning 80%.
80%. Don't get
But
too
if
close
you-
to the fire.
Fire. We call the point of no return.
Point of no return. Okay.
When you go beyond the point of no return,
It's over, ejaculation, and you got to wait
And you
8
wait
days.
for a few
Or in
days.
my case, 16 days.
16 days.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. In your case, how many days?
1 month.
1 month. Okay. You better get this right.
But 1 month, you can have sex as many times as you want.
If you can do this process.
Yes.
Okay. So back to the details. So you get up to 80%, and then what happens at 80%? What do you do?
80% you stop first.
Stop.
Stop.
Just stop
and
completely.
you pull out
Okay.
little bit, not completely out. Now you just rest, control, and you just contract the same thing you contract prostate
Okay.
gland. Contract the prostate gland,
Bunch
and you
of
feel
times.
orgasm.
Or once.
You just contract, feel the orgasm.
Okay.
Now you bring this orgasm upward
Okay. Now it's traveling up your body
to the brain.
to the brain.
Now, because the rule written down, there is 4,800 years. This arousal orgasm energy can heal you. This is written down in Chinese text.
Okay.
4,800 years.
Then it must be true. Okay.
but,
all right.
but
okay.
the West proved that now. That's the whole key.
Okay. All right. So how do we bring the energy up the body?
There are two paths. Okay, there are two paths. That's why when we in the basic, we have to learn that. The basic, you learn that you bring the energy up the spine, and you bring energy straight up into the organs. Okay, there's the two paths, and the brain usually it go up the spine into the spinal cord and go up to the brain. So the first one we always like to be contract the front part and contract the anus and pull toward the coccyx, and the energy entering the spine, and you feel arousal, orgasm, all up to the brain. Now the rule of the orgasm, or we call love vibration, is make the DNA split in a proper way.
Okay.
And when the cells split in a proper way, you have the better cells and your better brain.
So this
Or
is about
organ.
Okay,
Yeah.
organ. So all your brain cells and organ cells are now healthier.
Healthier, much healthier, because they split under much better condition.
Okay.
But in normal way, we split under what? Stress, angry, frustration, hatred. Now the cell getting weaker because they are not split into a proper energy that they're supposed to split. So this one, healing love is thousand years passing down, and it work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
this
now-
is important practice.
Right, very
Is this
important.
more important than smiling at your organs and the breathing?
But you need that is the basic.
Okay, you need
Because
that
in
first.
that time you need to smile to the brain.
Right,
And you
okay.
feel arousal, orgasm,
Okay.
and you start to see then the spread to the eye, spread to the ears, spread to the everything.
Okay.
Now, so that is now. Next one, you decide if you want to go into the liver, and you know the liver look like,
Okay.
and now you just pull the anus, pull the perineum anus, prostate gland contract, and guide the orgasm upward into the liver. Now, in that time, your orgasm is under control. Your penis will be softened down a little bit, and now when you make love again. But in the down way, there are three ways. We have to go to that because lady.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what about the women?
Yeah, because ladies are slower than men. Okay, ladies slower than men. So men need learn how to work with the lady. So in the Tao we said 3 gate, G-A-T-E gates. So you have 3 gates that you need to open. So the first gate we call the clit. So now we know the clit is big, not only the tip of the iceberg. The clitoris, the clit,
Yeah.
very small,
Right.
but the whole body, the leg is so big, and the body inside is high inside.
Okay.
So when you see the clit here,
Yeah.
you have a whole leg here, you have the whole body behind.
Okay.
So in the slide, we have all the pictures to see how big they are. So you have to work with the clits. So we call the number one, we call clitoris ejaculation, the clit. If you don't, so men have to be very patient and compassionate. The first patient and compassion, you have to work until the lady ejaculation first.
Okay.
That is the key.
That's the key.
In the Tao said, don't sail your boat in the rocky river. If the lady not ejaculation, a lot of fluid in the vagina, you cannot go in. It's just like you're sailing your boat in a very rocky river.
Okay.
And it's not good.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
good. Okay.
So you have to work on the lady
Right.
until the lady ejaculation. So you have finger. So you have middle finger, index finger and middle finger. And you work with it. And you work. So the technique is work here. People use machine and they're too numb.
Okay.
Because the tongue, so in the book we have the tongue kung fu, so they have to train the tongue. So they train the tongue every day also.
Okay.
Because the tongue is, if the tongue is short, no use. Tongue short, penis short. So if you practice your tongue every day, you make your tongue long,
Okay.
the penis, and you pull your penis. That is another exercise the man to do. You grab the whole testicle and penis, and you split your tongue, and you pull your penis down, and you suck your stomach upward. This is exercise.
Okay.
The woman also has to do that. They
Okay.
put the egg in,
Okay.
and we have a hole to make the string. So they put the egg into the vagina and have to squeeze the egg and hold, and you pull. If your egg cannot hold, it fall out. And you put them in again. You wash them and put them in because the jade, the stone.
Okay.
So it's okay. So you put them in, and you squeeze them hard, and you pull upward, and you pull downward.
Okay.
And the tongue, because tongue involved with the sexual organs.
Okay. All right. So 3 gates.
Yeah.
The first
the
gate.
first gate, if they don't get the lady ejaculation,
Right.
no way.
You can't get through the next gate.
You can get to the
Okay.
next gate.
Okay. So fingers, get the tongue long.
Tongue, finger, licking, whatever, make sure the lady ejaculation first.
Okay.
Because the first gate not open, the second gate will not open.
Okay.
Okay. Now the second gate, the West discovered that. That means in India, in the Tao, we discovered that. Also, we call the mysterious gate. Okay. The mysterious gate. Why it called mysterious gate? Because women have the same prostate gland like men, exactly the same. They cramp on the urethra. So here the hole here vagina, and this another hole is urethra, and the prostate gland, or we call the ski, skete, ski for lady. Actually, the prostate gland. The prostate gland are cramped on the urethra and on the top of the vagina. So if you put the finger, so usually we use this finger like this. Okay, we start with left because not too strong.
Okay.
So you put finger in,
Okay.
and you go like this.
Okay.
Now, when the first gate open, this one swollen up and very easy to find, but it's on the top.
Okay.
And the problem of man is, man penis is straight like this,
Right.
and nobody penis go this way.
Why not? It doesn't make any sense.
They can make the operation and make the penis this
Okay.
way. Okay, but
Somebody wasn't thinking. Okay.
So
Alright.
now the only one way, no way unless you use the finger.
Okay.
There's no other way.
Okay.
Okay. So when you get the finger, the technique is important. The technique, because the whole key technique is you hold, and the hole is like this. You see?
Yeah.
That hole on the top is like this, exactly like this.
Okay.
And you hold like this, and you put your finger in
Yeah.
in here, and you see you make sure your nail, very important, the
Okay.
nail. If your nail are too long and you are splinter on the nail not cut properly enough,
Then
so
you have
you should be
problems.
file your nail very well.
Okay. Okay.
And keep it good.
Okay.
and short.
Okay.
And nothing come out. So when you do like that, you see, people have to train. So in the workshop with you, you have to train like
Practice
this.
on your own
Practice
hand.
on your
just
own
like
hand.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do it. Now
I
because
hope we're
on
getting
the
some
top,
close-ups of this.
yeah. So you go like this because right this you get a hole.
Okay.
You get a hole here.
Yeah.
So exactly that hole, and the penis cannot reach them.
Okay. Gotcha.
Not. So we say it's not built for penis. Crits also not built for penis.
Okay.
You're not going to get a penis and rub the crits until ejaculation. There's no way.
Okay. So this is the puzzle. Okay. So that's gate 1. Gate 2.
Gate 2.
Yeah.
So gate 2 when you go in,
Yeah.
we call because that ski, that's key, skete, ski, or prostate gland of woman is on the top.
Okay.
And cramp on the urethra.
Okay.
And the penis cannot reach it.
Okay.
Only the finger can reach it.
Okay.
Okay. So when you go in, but you have to have technique because this area very small, but women always change. And sometimes sometimes you work on here like this, and the lady you have like this, and when you find that spot and you do like this more enough, and the woman ejaculation.
Okay. So it's technique.
But tomorrow on the next day
Could change.
it change again.
Okay.
Yeah. So
They
you
keep
have
us guessing, right?
you have to find Easter egg.
Easter egg. Yeah. Okay.
You
All
have
right.
to look for.
Let's get to the third gate.
The third gate.
How am I doing, by the way? I'm doing good here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
If the first gate
Yeah.
not open, second gate, third gate will not open.
Right. Okay.
You got the third gate.
Where's the third gate? I don't even know.
Third gate is on the side of the cervix.
Okay.
And now for 1,000 years we know that when women have the third gate, we call the uterus orgasm. When the uterus orgasm is contracting. Okay. Now the Tao discovered this, so they have the whole exercise for that. So the women have to do that. When a lady feed the baby milk, they suck on the breast nipple, the uterus contract. So all ladies know it.
Okay.
And they're very pleasurable. So sometimes, baby sucking the milk, the uterus contraction, and the Holland, they do this research.
Okay.
They say when ladies have uterus orgasm, they have much lesser chance have uterus and breast cancer.
Okay.
Much chance. But sorry, 85% of women never have that.
Okay.
Yeah. 85% to 90% of women never experience the uterus
Because
orgasm.
they haven't been to your class.
Maybe. But the whole key is they have to work on the uterus contraction.
Okay.
How?
How?
Because from 1,000 years we know that when baby suck on the breast and the woman have a contraction on the uterus. Why? Because that nature built in. When you have baby, when they deliver the baby out, the baby very big. The uterus still very big. Only way is when baby suck on the breast and the uterus contract, and it goes smaller. When you're not contracting, the bladder too big, and it's later on cavitation pool, and it sack on the bladder, and it sack on the vagina, and now all sex gone, finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, so women have to do that. They have to massage the breast and they have pinch the nipple, and they have to pin a way that they can feel the uterus contract. And now they have an idea, the uterus, and they contract it.
Okay.
Okay. Now men suck on the breast, not like baby suck.
Okay.
Yeah. Men cannot. When the lady have milk, men cannot. Now we forget so long already. And you suck on the nipple, no milk come out.
Yeah.
Only baby, they know how to suck because that's their life. If they don't suck, they die.
Yeah.
So that they have to use a lot of power inside the whole body sucking the milk out.
Right.
Okay. So now when they suck that way, the uterus contract.
Okay.
So now when you feel that uterus contract, lady have to do 300 times a day.
Okay.
This one prevent cancer, prevent a lot of problem, because now the research already proved, but the 85 to 95% of uterus never have uterus orgasm.
Okay.
But if they do this contraction, the mouth, connect here. Now the uterus contract.
This is what you have them do.
Yeah, they have to.
Okay.
They have to massage here and the nipple.
Okay, and then do that.
And if pain, a little bit pain, when it pain enough and you squeeze and you pull, now you feel the uterus contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how does the man help to get the third gate open, or is it all the women's?
When the man get the cleats and the mysterious gate open, that one open.
Okay.
If not, they don't open.
Okay.
So on the side they have a spot, it open by itself. Okay. So now men have to be on laying down, and women have to be on the top, because that gate open when the penis go up, it exactly hit on the side of the cervix. Because if you hit on the cervix, the woman get infection and pain.
Okay.
But when it's open, it's so much fluid, and when women on the top, the uterus are coming down a little bit more, and the penis go up, it hit right on that point. And when it hit on the point, boom, they think the brain are connecting. Because it's like hit to the brain. Okay. Because this one connecting to the brain.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you put out there, now the woman just have to learn how. So we have an exercise for women to do the sacrum. So they have to move the sacrum. So the woman have to do back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, spiral, back and forth, back and forth. A few times only, the woman get ejaculation, and now the uterus.
Okay.
Now the man feel it because the penis is right on the spot.
Okay.
And that spot squeeze on the grand penis.
Okay.
And the man feel, oh my God, I'm in heaven.
Okay. And then you're done. The 3 gates are over.
Oh, but you can over again.
Oh, then you go over and over again.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to be 1 hour.
Okay.
No 1 hour, you're not. The most important part, one, you get one gate open, the energy.
Okay.
You bring the orgasm upward to the liver, to the spleen. Now you make love again. The second gate open, you have more energy.
For the man and the woman?
Man, woman, the same.
Okay.
So whoever want to heal anything, any organ problem, you bring that orgasm, love and orgasm into that organ and wrap them around.
Okay.
In the workshop, we have slides.
I believe you.
Show them.
All right, this is a lot of information, Master Chia, and I appreciate it. And I think people learning a lot. Is there anything you want to say in summary of all of those sexual practices? Anything just to finish off that description?
The whole key is their love, compassion, have to go together with the arousal orgasm.
Okay, so it's not just about the arousal and the orgasm. There has to be the love and compassion in there. And you pull that up through the
Without
organs
that, like chemical A and chemical B, you put aside, then nothing happens. You put chemical A and chemical B together. Love can multiply, sex can multiply. You put together, boom, the double multiply force.
Okay.
That is the key. And this one, for thousand years, we know. But a lot of time, we only see the monk, the priest, no sex. The nun, no sex. Why? Because they want to transform sexual energy. Because these two things can multiply.
Okay.
And they can channel the energy up to connecting with God.
Since they're not having sex, they channel that sexual energy a lot of times
into higher spiritual.
higher spirits. And you,
but in the Tao way, you can have sex and you can double and you have more than before.
How long does it take your students to learn this stuff? Male, female, for the first time they come in and their sexual experiences are watching porn. You know, that's all they know. Like they don't know anything about this stuff. How long does it take?
Okay, everybody is slightly different. So usually I say if you practice 300 times a day, in 3 to 6 months, you get control. The man, we talk about men first.
Okay.
So you practice contracting, massage the testicle, massage the penis, and you make yourself strong. If you don't make it, you don't make your penis are too sensitive and not long enough, that's not strong enough, you cannot last long.
Okay.
Okay? And there's no sense into make love.
Okay. See? So you have to put the work in.
Right. And so now when they work on that, in 3 to 6 months, and now when they get the practice, now they just go into make love. Now the practice can be lesser now because you have used the skill that you have in the practical practice with making love.
Okay.
And you progress them every day because when you go to level, you learn, okay, this level I stop, Now I rest and I feel arousal, orgasm, and being up. And now the biggest healing is in the bone. So when you feel arousal, orgasm, you being arousal, you have 206 bones. And you have to wrap them one by one with love and orgasm.
Okay.
So you feel arousal, you go into the hip bone, wrap them around, to the spinal cord, wrap them around, to the all bone, wrap them around. Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you do this regularly too, I guess.
Yeah, when I make love, I just feel it, and you just bring them upward. And you see which one they need, you just wrap them around.
And you can kind of channel them to different bones and anywhere you want to go now.
That comes from inner smile.
From inner smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the woman, because women have to, the Tao very concerned about reduce the menstruation. You have to reduce them.
Okay.
Because
reduce what?
The menstruation.
Menstruation.
Right.
Okay.
Because the menstruation leaking too much energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you reduce the amount of menstruation.
So the reducing is the massaging the breast.
Okay.
Because every month a woman want to have baby or not have baby, the body producing an egg every month.
Right.
And in the moment of producing, the body have to prepare energy to make milk. So you want to have baby or not, every month the body have to prepare. So when the lady, when the egg mature, the breast swollen up because a lot of energy there. Now when it's stuck and you don't transform, don't do anything with it, it become lump. And lump become tumor and later on become, we call cancer there.
Okay. So you have a practice for women as well to
so
minimize
that is massage the breast.
Okay.
Massage.
Okay.
Massage back, forward, backward, and shaking the breast and pushing the breast. Now the whole key is they have to feel that the hand have enough energy. You rub them and breathe. Ask for more force. Breathing to your palm and feel fire in your hand. And now you touch warm and you rub it. Now you transform all the energy they're going to make milk into energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the women, so the women probably take 3 to 6 months to learn all these techniques as well? Quicker
they're
for women?
much longer than that.
Longer women. Women takes longer.
And they have to learn how to feel the contracting of the uterus.
Okay. And that's, okay,
And
that takes more time. And you're going to be teaching all these techniques for your 7-day seminar in London?
No, this time because we have the Qigong, the organ massage.
Right.
So we do the basic one.
Okay.
The basic is the flow, the energy flow, and all the inner smile. The signal sound is amazing. You're deleting a lot of negative emotion. Really work.
Through the which one?
The six healing sound.
Right. Okay.
And now we have the book called the EMDR and the Universal Tao Practice.
Okay.
And that the book is selling. Oh, you can buy in the Amazon.com. Me and the psychology Doug Hilton wrote this book.
How did you discover all these techniques?
I learned from my master and I learned from the West. Because a lot of technique that the West, the scientists discover is exactly the same as what the Tao already do practice. But they don't have a science to prove that.
Okay.
So I like the Western anatomy, science, and all the physiology, because amazing, you know. You don't have to be a doctor to understand this, because nowadays it's so simple and so many films, so many things that make so much open. Okay. You know, yeah.
And the transformation this has in your students, like what do you see? Do you change lives?
One thing that I traveling nearly 40 years, I'm happy. When nearly every place I go is that, Master Chia, you saved my life. That is one word that I heard over and over. You saved my life, you changed my life. I just own you, my life. That's what they all say like that. Because I just teach them the technique, they're practicing it, they have it. They're more happy, more energy, enjoy their life, enjoy their sex. That's all. That's what we are.
That's what you're here for.
Yes.
And how come more people don't follow your work? Do you think people have hang-ups?
Because no, people think that they like to spectator. They just like to watch. Okay. Watch movie, watch football, watch, you know, and read novel and story. And when you tell them to do something about themselves, they have no idea about that.
They don't want to do it.
They think that they're sitting here and waiting for God pick you up. That's all. We don't have to do much anything.
But it takes work.
Jesus said, "You must walk the way I walk. Do the thing I do and walk the way I walk. I am the way." In the Tao we call, "I am the Tao, I am the way." It's the way that you can walk, but you have to walk.
Okay.
You cannot sit there waiting for somebody to pick you up.
So too many people watch the videos on YouTube and read the books, but they don't do the practice.
Yes.
Because it's hard, uncomfortable.
Yes.
Uncomfortable.
It's not, as I said, it's not easy. You know, you have to massage your breast, you massage the testicle, it's a lot of work. But it's a practice, and once you get it, you're so happy. It's just like when you train, you sweat. No sweat, you sweat a lot, That means you're training, okay?
Yeah.
This is the same. You train to one level, you have the skill, now you enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're constantly touring the world every 3 months or every 6 months.
Yes.
And you've gone from Australia to Paris to London. You're going to
go
Brussels
to and London and Berlin. And go to the Portland, Oregon.
Right, Portland.
And go to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
All workshops.
All workshops.
Yeah, they can look at my website.
It's like a week every time, and you're
week and go to New York for 3 weeks and back to Thailand, my center. We have a summer retreat.
Okay, you live in Thailand.
8 weeks. Yeah, so 8 weeks summer retreat in Thailand.
You're constantly teaching.
Yeah, I teach 52 weeks. I teach about 45 weeks.
Okay.
That's
Don't you ever get tired?
No. Because teaching is so happy.
You really enjoy teaching?
Yeah, because I feel energy, I work with people, I practice, like I do a sparkle breathing, abdominal. I'm so happy because I also working on myself.
Okay.
And I feel it, So people ask me the same question. Master Chia, you're teaching the same thing for 40 years and you not get tired? I said, no. And people always laugh at it. They say, I have to practice all this practice anyhow. Now you pay me the money, it's a good money. And you pay me the money to practice with you, I am happy. And I practice myself, and I practice with you, and you pay me the money, I'm very happy.
Okay. And do you come up with new techniques?
Every time, all the time.
Okay.
It's not new technique, it's more understanding, more way of how to work it.
Okay.
Simple, easier, understanding, effective.
Different ways of visualizing, different ways of making it come quicker, easier.
Now it make it more condensing, which one is more, up to 40 years of teaching. Yeah. And I find out this is not work very well, this is work better, so now it's condensing.
Okay.
Like what we're talking now, 1.5 hours, there is a 4-day workshop,
Oh, what you would teach now would take 4 days, right?
Right.
Can I ask you some questions about you?
Yeah.
Now, you've been doing this now for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Teaching for 40 years,
Yeah.
right? Is there something about yourself that you changed over the years where you noticed, when I do this every day, when I think this way or practice this way, I'm more successful, I'm a better teacher, my students learn more? Is there something you changed about yourself?
Yes.
These success secrets are only available on the London Real Academy. Become a member and get access to live shows, exclusive courses, my webinars, bonus content, meetups, live events, an amazing community, and much, much more. Now back to the rest of the show.
You've seen the world over the last 30 years. You've been there when the Berlin Wall came down.
Yeah.
Now you see people, mobile phones, YouTube, Google,
Cloud.
All the information out there. Like you
Right.
said, a lot of people, spectators, right?
Right.
Where are we going as humans?
People have to start to turn more inwardly now. Now we are too much. In the brain, okay, the brain function is 95% is to regulating the organ and everything moving in the body. But now we use 90%, 95% outside. Now the brain get big trouble. Because we take the brain out. The job that they should do, they regulate this, regulate that, and do all kind of things. because brain have to control every part of the whole body working. But now our brain all out. Now the brain are so busy outside. That's why we are so sick here. We're getting sicker and sicker because we put the brain so much outside.
Right, focusing on all those other things.
All the things, and not focusing inside your body.
Okay.
The inner smile put the people right back into their body first.
Right.
At least, you smile. You just follow the smiling into organ by organ by organ. And you take 10 or 20 minutes, now your brain go back to your body.
Okay.
And now you're regulating and making the job. Oh my God, I haven't do this for a long time, I haven't do this for a long time, or this system don't work. Now the brain start to take care of it. Brain is called emperor. We call prime minister and president. This is the brain. The heart we call general. This one is the cabinet. The eye looking cabinet. The chancellor or cabinet or the working with all the president. That's how the whole body are. If the president are so busy with all their life, with the girlfriend, with everything, now the country gonna get big trouble. Yeah.
Meditation is very popular these days.
Yes.
Everyone's meditating.
Yes.
Is the next level for us to be meditating and smiling? Oh, meditating energy,
Right.
which is smiling into our body and moving
Please
the energy.
multiply your organ energy first, and you feel energy. And now you meditate to move energy, and you meditate how to take energy in. We call the orbit. The major basic we teaching. My passion and my ambition is everybody opening microcosmic. Microcosmic is an orbit spinning. Because everything in the universe are spinning in orbit. The earth spinning around the sun in orbit. The moon spinning around the earth in orbit. Every planet spinning around the sun in orbit. Everything is spinning in orbit. The galaxy spinning in a big orbit. Okay? Now, in our body, we have orbit from the coccyx come up the spine to the head, coming down to the tongue. Down here we call a microcosmic orbit. And we have a bigger orbit. So we call a moon orbit, a earth orbit, a sun orbit, and a galaxy orbit. Now we go down to our cells and atom, and into the atom we have electron. Electron spinning in orbit. And how much electron we have? Many thousand trillion. That many. Electron spinning, producing chi energy. Why we have so many electrons? Because we know that the creator or something, they know that we jam them up a lot. Now people every day emotional, toxic, all the food they eat is jam all that atom and electron spinning. So now one or two cell or many electrons cannot work and not producing enough energy. By the time we go, we don't have enough electron to producing enough energy. So the Tao said, if you move the orbit inside in the spinal cord up the front like this, you are affecting the electron, atom, electron spin. And when you spin the orbit, if you are aware the earth spinning, now you feel energy spinning inside you. When you spin the orbit and you're aware the moon spinning around you, you have an orbit spinning of the moon orbit spinning inside you. And when the sun orbit spin, you feel a big orbit spinning inside you. So when you spin all this orbit and you tap in all this nature orbit spinning, now your electron you spin much better. And you have more chi, more energy, more life force.
That's the micro-orbit.
Yeah.
What keeps Master Chia awake at night?
Sex. Arousal, orgasm.
Okay.
Usually, if I want more creating power and want to finish a book, I make love.
Okay.
And draw more energy to the brain. And have too much energy, I have to write a book.
Okay.
So I finished now 56 books now.
56 books.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And what keeps you awake at night, as in what worries you about this world?
The whole world, nobody can save the world. Only everybody can do whatever they can do. So my part, I want to continue teaching. You only can affect the people around you, the people want to practice from you. If you read the Bible, in the Noah when they build the boat, the ark. Okay, how long he preached? I think he preached for 200 years, and nobody believed him. You see, and finally he preached for 200 years and built a boat on a mountain, and nobody listened to him. But finally, at least he can tell the family, "Hey, we go into the boat." So only 8 people left. You see, but I said no. Now I teach for 40 years. We have a lot of people. At least under my certified, I have more than 6,000, and people really see that. And my book, not a top seller, but it never go down 40 years. Never slow down selling. So my book that they're selling in the barn, in the Harper, San Francisco, and the book they're selling in the Inner Tradition, they said my book is just like bread and butter. That's it. That means you have it every year. You sell like this. Like the Healing Love, the Thousand of the Love, multi-orgasm is you continue selling. 40 years the book's still selling. But a lot of top seller, number one, after a few years, it gone.
Like the Western orgasm.
Yeah,
Short.
boom, finish. So many publishers now, like the Inner Tradition, the Inner Tradition, they're publishing this book. There's the only person that they will take my book. Now they're publishing 45 books of me. And the other book we have the HarperCollins and the other one, the other big publisher, they do the multi-orgasm couple. That's it.
Okay. Master Chia, I always ask everyone here a few questions at the end. I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
If you could pick up your phone and make a phone call to the 20-year-old Mantak Chia, that young man, probably in Hong Kong maybe at that time, and give him some advice, what would you tell him?
I might tell him that keep on doing that you like and continue doing that. Okay, and improve it. Yeah, and so you can be success in everything, anything. People can just keep on doing the same thing and they're success. And that's what I do that. Okay, I keep on sticking and never change. Sometimes in the beginning difficult, sometimes, but since I doing that when I doing one-to-one, I'm very happy because when I would work in New York, as I work one-to-one basis and Chinese is all cash. That's it. Finish. I'm happy. Okay, and so that's my most happy time. Now, oh my God, tax. Now IS and all these things. There's so much money coming in, and you have to be so many expenses out and the tax and everything. After I retire, they still run after me.
Yes, they do. So you remember the simple days. You like those days. On that same note, what's the best advice you ever received? Maybe from one of your masters, something they taught you early on, you always remember.
He teach me that our soul and spirit is energy, intelligent energy. And the whole universe is covered with energy. So if you work with energy, you're never wrong. And that is, I stick with it. And I always tell people everywhere I go, if you're working with energy, you're never wrong. Because the whole universe, your soul and spirit is the intelligent energy. And this one proved by the West. I never understand how to explain to the West. And after they do a picture of the violet light, they're interconnecting together. There's a famous picture. And they use 1 million pictures to prove that the whole universe are covered with violet light and interconnecting together like big wide web. The biggest web in the whole universe. I don't know, it's many hundred trillion times bigger than the Earth web. So the whole world are interconnecting. And the conclusion in one word, what they say. This web, this condensed violet light that interconnecting together, they have intelligence. And I said, that is what I am. Took me so long time, I cannot understand. My master told me that our soul and the spirit is energy. And you need to if you want to grow and educating your soul and spirit, you have to feed them with energy. So they're never wrong. So my master said, if you work with energy, you're never wrong. So now I understand that my goal is I need to grow and educating my soul and the spirit. And I'm not sending my soul and spirit into Harvard or Cambridge. I'm not sending them, but the universe up there. Every planet is one universe for the soul and spirit. There hold so many information there. You see.
So you're educating your soul and spirit with the universe, not at Harvard and Cambridge.
That is the key. There's a whole thing in my teaching.
Okay.
And our soul and spirit is intelligent energy. So only energy can feed them. You cannot feed them with a big piece of steak. They're not going to grow. But our physical can take a steak, transform to energy. And we can transform the energy and we can feed them.
Okay.
And the soul spirit grow and they educated. Now we back to go back to heaven. And you have a job to do. Why? Because the interconnecting is an intelligent energy, a 10 master, they become one interconnection in the universe, help control and maintain the universe. Everybody go to heaven, but you need to grow your soul and spirit. When I grew up in the Christian, and every week I go there, and one thing caught me when I was small, because the priest said, you come to the church and we give you a spiritual food. And after that, for a while, I said, I don't feel that. Where the spiritual food they give me, it's only in the brain. A lot of thinking, a lot of, okay, I'm going to go to heaven, I'm going to be good, I'm going to be good boy, I'm going to be like this. But when I learned the Tao, I said, oh, I understand it. My soul and spirit is energy. I need to make more energy to feed them. And they grow. And when they grow up, they require knowledge and wisdom themselves. And how? They have connection up to the universe. Every single planet, a moon have more information than all the Google can have. They store information. There is a high school or elementary school for the soul and spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I'm in the energy business as well.
Yes.
Transferring energy.
Right.
Last part of that question, to that 20-year-old that's watching us somewhere in the world, in Thailand, in Portland, in Brisbane, and they want to grow up someday to do great things. What advice do you give to them?
The first step is make sure you don't lose too much energy. A lot of people, they study too much and they drain all their energy. When they come to work, they have no more energy. Yeah. And people, when they work, they need energy, but they don't build up energy and they lost energy. And the success is gone. You see? So in the Tao said, if you keep more energy stored, and you have more chance to finish or get the thing done and make you success. So health and good energy and store energy is the success of everything that you want to do. It doesn't mean you have to be a great man or a super rich person, but you just have enough. That's all.
Okay. Protect your energy.
Right.
Okay.
No energy, nothing left. No work.
Master Chia, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for teaching me these techniques. I'm going to start working on them. Maybe I'll start sharpening the pencil tomorrow. This is all new to me, and I come from America. We're Puritans. We don't talk about sex so much, so this is good for me. Super exciting. Thank you for sharing these things. You have some amazing points and stuff I'm going to start practicing on myself. I know you've got a workshop coming up in London, so if anybody wants to attend that, you can go to our Twitter feed at London Real TV. We've just posted a bunch of your links, so people can go there, or on our Instagram at London Real TV, or they can look up Master Chia and come see you. It's 7 days, right? And you teach?
I have lecture on Friday in Columbia Hotel,
Okay.
the Lancaster Gate. So we have lecture on Friday, and we have the workshop basic. We call the how to gain more energy, how to gain more wisdom, and how to heal yourself also.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that is the 2 days. And after that, we have to learn how to massage the organ, because all the organ, digestion, absorption, elimination is our major part of the body. A lot of time they twist it, and that is the 79 organ that they discover is twisted. And I will wonder why this one is not the organ but something twisted behind. And you untie them, everybody feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah,
All right.
very powerful.
Thank you so much. I have a feeling you're going to be doing this for 10 years, for 20 years, for
Yes.
everything. As I say in Thailand, kwap kum krap.
ขอบคุณครับ
As we saw in London Real, it's about the journey. I wish you
Right.
so well in yours.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The critics who always speak behind my back, maybe I want to hear them remind me, he's back, the great pretender. I hope this time he gets hurt. I love these guys. They give me fuel. If you want to reach your objective, you want to achieve it, you're going to have to be obsessive. You're going to have to be obsessed. Feel what you do. Feel it. If you're not feeling it, it doesn't matter.
Chris Eubank Jr., how do you explain his prowess in the ring?
Junior has that obsession, that genius, that magic. Genius is obsession, but it's in one area.
You studied the sweet science for so much of your life. How do you walk away from it? Do you miss it?
You can't walk away from it. I am it. And even when I dance, really I'm boxing. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, the one who strives valiantly.
What was the worst day of your life, and how has it shaped you as a human being?
When I fought Nigel Benn, I stood like this. It was to mask this. The risk must be taken. That's why you are London Reelers. That's why we're here. We're tired of sitting still, watching it happening for others. Let's do it.